Y'all, I knew something was up when I heard about Justin Bieber and Usher was fighting. Did you guys hear about that? Yes, Justin Bieber and Usher was fighting, y'all, okay? And I got some new information. I just came across this video and I wanted to share with you guys. They are saying that Diddy is about to get out. I'm sure you guys all heard that terrible news, right? And they are saying that Diddy is threatening Justin Bieber. Yeah, he's threatening Justin Bieber from jail. And Usher, the whole thing about Usher and Justin fighting, because Usher is trying to get Justin Bieber along on the bandwagon, okay? He wants Justin Bieber to come out here to say Diddy is not a bad person. He wants Justin to align himself with the Diddy camp, but Justin won't. So that's what caused the fight. Afterwards, after the fight, Usher went on to these interviews and he was standing up for Diddy. Now Usher and Chris Brown, that is known to be beating on women, they are doing tours together. Honey, when I tell you they all be beating on women, okay? So let's see what's going on here with this video. So I just want to say thank you all for the likes and the shares and the subscriptions. I really appreciate it. All right. I ask you guys to please continue to keep the likes and the subscriptions on because trust me, I want to work for you guys. I would love to bring you guys more content and I would love for us to grow here at the Criminal Villain YouTube channel. So I just want to say thank you so much. I really appreciate all of you all. All right. So let me put my headphones in and let's see what they're saying. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? All right.
Justin Bieber has recently been back in the limelight after a long time, but not for his Coachella performance. Instead, it seems that Justin putting himself in the spotlight is making a certain man behind bars extremely nervous, with Diddy being afraid Justin might expose him once and for all. In fact, an audio recording has recently been leaked to media outlets of what seems to be Diddy attacking Justin Bieber. This is something Diddy has been paranoid about for a long time. If Justin truly does know about Diddy as much as is alleged, he would be right to be afraid of what could be exposed about him. What makes this theory interesting is that it does seem to hold
exposed about him. So is it information on Justin Bieber that we don't know about? That's can be like, do you guys think they got videos of Justin Bieber compromised or doing something he shouldn't do or something, and they're holding up? I don't know.
credibility. Diddy has been caught on camera checking Justin for wires before. There's one particularly interesting interview of Justin's from a while ago that a lot of people completely missed. This interview, in hindsight with all that we know, is absolutely shocking to say the least. When you listen to Justin Bieber in that interview, it sounds like someone trying to explain what growing up too fast really felt like. He's laughing, joking, talking about photo shoots and music. But underneath all that, something more honest starts to come through. Because when he's asked what advice he'd give his 15-year-old self, his answer is simple and telling.
All right, let's get deep for a second. 21-year-old Justin is giving 15-year-old Justin advice on what to expect from the industry and what to expect of life, going through what you've gone through. What do you say to that dude now?
I would just say, just listen to the people who care about you, you know, and also I was so, you can't really teach innocent, because I was innocent and I was young and I trusted everybody. And with being young and innocent in this industry, it's not necessarily the best thing because people take advantage of vulnerability. And so I think I was just in a place of just trusting everyone and, you know, thinking everyone was on my side and eventually getting burned. And
Oh my God.
yeah, it's just tough, man. And after a while I started putting up walls and boundaries, and for a while I kind of shut everybody out. And then I kind of lost my own personality and lost my charismaticness because I just didn't trust anyone. And then finally I was like, you know what, I'm not going to let them win. I'm going to give them some of me and learn how to put up a wall without closing myself off completely.
He says he was young, innocent, and he trusted everybody. That's where things start to connect. There is one particular incident that took place when Justin was 15 years old, his 48 hours with Diddy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so as soon as you turn 16, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you rock this every time you. I was like, yeah, it'll be yours. So, it's a little dusty, but you know, don't get the first shot in.
Man.
That out. Minute.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna be driving this next year.
Yeah, when you get 16, you come down. You gotta, you know, wear your seat.
I mean, I'm 15. You could ride in the passenger seat. I got my permit. Not yet.
No.
All right.
No.
16.
Not ready.
Okay.
Slow down. Let's slow down, Jack. Let's slow down. Okay.
One step at a time.
But yeah, the keys is yours when you get 16. You're good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
All right.
Then when you get 18, you get the house. You get the mansion.
Okay. You get the mansion?
Yeah.
So where are we off to now?
Where would you like to go?
I mean, wherever you want to go. Where are we going?
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have been given custody of him,
Because earlier, people were debating what his relationship with Diddy really was, whether it meant something deeper or whether it was just industry image. And while there's no confirmed evidence that Diddy directly harmed him, Bieber's own words still paint a picture of what that environment was like.
Especially when you really love someone, and I'm not the type of person who likes confrontation at all. Like, I hate it, especially with my friends. So I don't want to disappoint them. I don't want them to think that I don't love them. But there's sometimes you just need space, and
I understand
it's
that.
like, I still love you, but I'm going to love you from a distance because I don't know
Right.
if we're right for each other right now. Not like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's probably comforting for teenagers to hear this because we've all been there. Like, we've all had those friends that we couldn't say no to and peer pressure. And this is probably how we gotten ourselves into situations that we have.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I have a cool opportunity to just be a light and tell people, I'm human. I'm still going to make mistakes. You might see me on TMZ tomorrow doing something else dumb. But I think that what's cool about this growth is people can see it. And it's like, I've made a transition that's and been consistent, and I think that life is just about staying consistent and keeping pushing forward and knowing that, hey, this day might suck, but let me just look forward to tomorrow or the better days to come in the future.
An environment where a teenager is suddenly surrounded by powerful adults and doesn't yet know who to trust. He admits it clearly. Being young and open in that kind of space isn't always safe, not because of one person necessarily, but because of how the system works. People see vulnerability, and some take advantage of it. Joe Budden even said the things he's heard about what happened to Justin Bieber had him on the verge of tears.
Have been holding.
And sometimes it happens in plain sight. Even Justin Bieber was not safe from it. It was happening on national television, and not a single soul stood up for him.
Justin Bieber is known for being very rebellious. When he was younger and rising to stardom, he was also placed in uncomfortable situations as a teenager and young adult by celebrities much older than him, such as Katy Perry and Jenny McCarthy, who got so far to even put hands on him on stage at the American Music Awards.
Wow. I feel violated right now. Wow.
But during the Ellen Show, an awkward moment for Justin Bieber happened when Madonna started hitting on him and even asked him on a date backstage.
Lean into me again. You smell amazing. How old are you?
Thank you.
How old are you?
I'm 16. I'll be 17 in like 2 weeks.
I don't ever remember smelling that good at 16. That was bad.
Yeah.
Wow, look at your eyes. What music are you listening to at the moment, Justin?
Well, I listen to a lot of different stuff. I'm really into Jessie J, actually.
Ah, well, she's here. We're going to get to see her later. Thank you so much. Look at him. Look at what a beautiful face. All right.
According to many people who were close to Diddy, there's a very good chance that all the things that were alleged about Justin's mistreatment at the hands of Diddy and Usher did, in fact, happen.
People have been trying to drag Justin Bieber into this situation because there's a lot of suspect looking videos with Diddy and Bieber in it, and they're making a lot of allegations.
Same way they made allegations about Usher when Usher was younger.
I mean, do you think that there's any credibility to these allegations?
When there's smoke, there's fire.
Gene even questioned Bieber's behavior during that period. How a young artist who entered the industry focused and driven suddenly went through a phase of heavy partying and reckless decisions.
Yeah, Justin, he's been real quiet about this. I mean, I think like a lot of the other celebrities.
I was reading something, Cam, and the kids say after he went to Diddy camp, he started using drugs so heavy and was smashed every day.
Wow.
What would cause a kid who wanted to be an artist in the music business all of a sudden to start getting high and drinking and drugging, popping pills and smoking? What would cause a kid to do that?
I mean, usually trauma.
Or a Diddy party.
And that's where this ties back to what Bieber himself has already admitted. He talked about trusting the wrong people, about feeling used, about being in spaces where he didn't fully understand what was happening around him, about being controlled and silenced by Diddy.
What's going on with you guys? Are you working together?
I'm not. I mean, I think that we've become friends in a strange way, you know.
Like Robin Big.
Yeah. It's like exactly.
I'm big and you're Robin.
Yeah. No, I mean, he's. To a lot of us, he's like a little brother. You know what I'm saying? He's not afraid to call and ask for advice. He's somebody that, in the industry-wise, the record industry is a strong family, and he's somebody that, you know, we definitely have our arms around, and we want to protect him because he's such genuinely a nice person. Besides his talent, you know what I'm saying? He's one of the greatest kids that you could ever know.
Justin, you. You know, Diddy bought his son a Bentley. Maybe, you know, he could buy you one also while you're
He
out.
got me a Lamborghini.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's nice.
I haven't gotten it yet, though.
Yeah. When is that coming, that Lamborghini? We talked about this last time.
He had the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house. And he knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
Well, apparently not.
Those aren't direct accusations, but they do describe an environment where things can go wrong quickly, especially for someone that young. And now, it seems things may be going from bad to worse for Diddy's victims because we are now getting reports that he may be getting out of prison even earlier than expected.
Sean Diddy Combs is pushing to have his prison term cut short. The rap mogul's lawyers took his case to a federal appeals court in New York on Thursday. They say his sentence for a sex-related conviction was too harsh. Jerika Duncan is here with more from those arguments. Jerika, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. A lot to consider here. Sean Diddy Combs' lawyers argue a judge wrongfully sentenced their client by considering more serious charges than what he was actually convicted of. They also say it is the most prison time ever given someone convicted of the same charges with a similar criminal history. Now, one of the prosecutors in this case insists that Combs' 4-year, 2-month prison term is below federal sentencing guidelines and in line with similar convictions. Last summer, as many of you remember, a jury cleared Combs of trafficking and racketeering conspiracy charges. The rapper was convicted of lesser prostitution-related offenses. He had pleaded not guilty to all charges and denied wrongdoing. He's scheduled for release in April of 2028. Nate, this should be interesting. It could take a couple of months before there's a decision. One of the judges in that appeals court saying that this was an exceptionally difficult case.
Naturally, it has led many people and victims to wonder what would happen if he were to be released. Jaguar Wright has a theory on that, and it doesn't bode well. She said nothing would really change. The industry would look the same, just as messy, just as complicated, just as full of things people don't fully understand. In her eyes, one person leaving prison doesn't suddenly fix a system that's been operating the same way for years.
What does the entertainment landscape look like, Diddy coming home in 30 days?
Same as it look now. Bleak. Just not Memphis.
Just not Memphis.
Oh!
Goddamn.
You too.
Does Diddy have any redemption if he owns up to his depravities?
Prince said it best. Sometimes it snows in April. Oh, Sometimes I feel so bad, so bad, so bad. Sometimes I wish that life was never ending. Oh, all good things they say never last. That's Prince.
Come on.
That's Prince. That's what he said. April, we'll see.
And when it came to the idea of redemption, she didn't sound convinced. She suggested that even if someone admits to wrongdoing, it doesn't automatically erase what's already been done. Some damage, once it's out there, just stays. Then the conversation moved into something deeper, how everything is connected behind the scenes. To her, it is obvious that Diddy is backed by extremely powerful people who take any attack and accountability against him as an attack on themselves.
Wow.
You got the game on the night that the documentary is coming out talking about free Diddy and free R. Kelly. And talking about how baby oil is cool and so is urinating on people.
That's wild.
You want to know the one thing that I'm finding also very interesting and nobody's paying attention to?
What?
The presence of that pyramid. You know, that the same thing that the Rock Nation likes to put up, the same hand symbol that the sororities and the fraternities like to use. I'm not going to emulate it because you know exactly what it looks like.
Yep.
The pyramid sign that Diddy was wearing that around his neck. You want to know what I found funny? That there were a bunch of YouTubers that were at that courthouse.
What?
That were wearing that same, it was a much smaller version, but that same symbol.
Yeah, yeah.
I think, and that's the part of this story that makes it possible for people, I think, to graze over the reality of all that's going on. You know, if you just look at it from the salacious celebrity stuff, from pop culture media, so-called this new media, and I'm really not liking that term, this new media, because what it really sounds like is the name of a gang. Like the media is media. Because I'm looking at the people that are falling under it, and they're all the same people that are involved with, creating these propaganda campaigns. But that's exactly what Diddy was saying at the beginning of the documentary. We need somebody that is proficient, or fluent in being able to spin propaganda and narratives.
She started pointing out relationships, past connections, industry ties, and how people's paths cross long before the public ever notices. To her, these aren't random coincidences. They're part of a bigger network that most people only see small pieces of. And the thing with Diddy is, if you're a danger to him, he will take you out. TK Kirkland pointed out something that, on the surface, might seem unrelated but actually connects to a bigger picture. Out of all the people in the world, Diddy had a history of getting involved with women connected to other men in the industry, sometimes even rivals like 50 Cent. That kind of move crosses a line, not because of jealousy, but because it shows a lack of boundaries. And when someone repeatedly ignores those boundaries, it starts to build a certain reputation over time. This is particularly bad news for Justin, because there are rumors Diddy has a lot of blackmail material on him.
It's going to be hard to figure it out, if it does exist.
Do you believe the guy in the tape is white?
If he's bigger than Diddy, and he's not none of the names that I said, probably so. But then they say he was young too.
Yeah, they say he was young.
Let me get his name right. I hope it ain't the Bieber.
Oh my God.
I hope it's not the Bieber.
That's a good one. It might be him. But if they saying that the guy is young and he's an A-lister, I can't think of that many black people, man.
Right. Not at all. And somebody that's more powerful, more of a celebrity than Diddy. You understand what I'm saying? If they were saying somebody that was more celebrity than Diddy. He was an A-lister. He was younger. You know what I'm saying? And if he's not black, it would have to be the Bieber. That's his name, Bieber? They said I got that wrong too. Justin Bieber, allegedly. I don't know, bro.
Right. But when you heard the news that Diddy, he had to cheat with another man, did that catch you by surprise or no?
Well, all this shit is by surprise to me. A lot of this shit is by surprise to me, to be totally honest, man. Because I knew Puff, I knew Puff Daddy, I knew Diddy before he was Love and Brother Love and back to Diddy. So, no, but
Ooh, we're gonna stop right there. Comment. What do you guys think about all this? It's really crazy.